Look at this column. It's supposed to show unit costs in dollar amounts, but most of the cells are showing a supplier name. And nobody flagged it. Nobody got an error. The report just went out wrong. That's what we're gonna fix today. VLOOKUP has been the default Excel lookup tool for decades. It works until it doesn't. And there's a shortcut at the end of this video that makes the fix twice as fast. Make sure you stick around for that one. Today we have got two sheets. Product reference has 30 products. It has SKU, product name, category, and pricing. Store inventory has 55 orders from 5 store managers, and they need to pull unit cost from that reference table. So the natural instinct is to write a VLOOKUP. We want to look up for SKU and grab unit costs from the reference table. Click into I2. Type equals VLOOKUP, open bracket. Click F2 to select our SKU, followed by comma. Then select the whole product reference table and lock the range with dollar signs. Comma. 5, comma. Exact match. Close bracket. That's it. And there it is. Text supply code. That is a supplier name. In a column called expected unit cost. No error, no warning, just completely wrong data. Silently filed. Here is why. Someone probably several months ago inserted a column in this reference table called internal code, right between category and supplier. That pushed every column one step to the right. In our old layout, column 5 was unit cost, but in our new layout, column 5 is supplier. VLOOKUP doesn't know the difference. It just counts across and grabs whatever is in position 5. So let's fix the column index. Change 5 to 6. Now we get $4.5. That's correct. That's the unit cost for the HDMI cable. Filter down the column. Better? But scroll down, and there they are. NA errors. Some of them from discontinued SKUs that don't exist in the reference table anymore. And others are from something sneakier. Click on F17. The SKU looks fine, 0B-2005, but type equals learn to check character length of this SKU. Open bracket, F17, close bracket, in an empty cell. The learn function returns 8, but 0B-2005 is 7 characters. There is a space hiding at the end. You can't see it. VLOOKUP can't ignore it. It's looking for something that doesn't exist in the reference table. Let's add a helper column to get a number of characters of the SKU column using the learn function. Then we can use a filter to have a quick look. For SKUs have 6 characters, we can see there are 3 rows where the leading 0 got dropped. 0A-1001 became A-1001. This is another silent mismatch. There are 4 rows with 7 characters on SKU, but still show NA for unit cost. That's because these 4 are a different problem. Those SKUs, they are discontinued. They are not in the reference table at all. Someone's still ordering them from memory. And watch this. Type equals sum on the whole expected unit cost column. It shows NA. The entire sum is broken because of those 4 rows. That's a number that would have gone to your manager. You could wrap the whole thing in IFERROR function and return 0 for anything that fails. That fixes the sum, but it doesn't fix the trading space rows. Those are still returning a 0 when there should be a real value. 0 looks clean, but it's wrong. It's undercounting your total order value, and you wouldn't know unless you audited every row. That is the real danger here. Now let's start over with XLOOKUP. In the same cell, I2 equals XLOOKUP, open bracket. The first argument, trim of F2. The trim function strips any leading or trading spaces from the SKU before the lookup even starts. Second argument, the entire SKU column in product reference. That's column A. A third argument, the unit cost column. Now it's column F. Notice we are referencing the column directly by range, not by number. The fourth argument, 0. That's what to return if nothing is found. $4.5. Correct. Fill it down. Every clean row has a dollar amount. The discontinued SKU rows show 0, not NA. They are accounted for. They are not breaking anything downstream. And the trading space rows, fixed. Trim handled it before the lookup ran. We didn't need a separate cleaning step, a helper column, or IFERROR function. One formula. For SKUs with missing leading zeros, just add 0 to fix the SKU. Your unit cost will be updated instantly. And here's the big one. See how we are referencing product reference $F:\F directly? If someone inserts another column into that table tomorrow, moves unit cost from column F to column G, this formula still works. You just update the reference once. The VLOOKUP would have broken silently. This doesn't. That's the difference between a fragile formula and a resilient one. And instead of wrapping everything in IFERROR, which is just a band-aid, XLOOKUP has that fourth argument built in. You decide what a missing SKU returns. A 0, not found, a blank, whatever makes sense for your workflow. Now let's see the payoff. Clean total, no NA errors, no supplier names in the cost column. No guessing whether the 0 rows are correct or covering up an error. And those 4 zeros for the discontinued SKUs, they are honest. You can filter by 0, flag them, and chase down the store managers who are still ordering products that don't exist anymore. That's a real process improvement, not just a formula fix. The formula took 30 seconds to write, but the problem is replacing misfiled purchase orders, wrong cost totals, manual audits every month. That's hours, every single time this file runs. Now here's the shortcut I mentioned earlier. Look at this. This is a nested XLOOKUP. Don't panic when you first see it. I'll explain. The inner one looks up unit cost across the header row of product reference and then returns the entire column. The outer one uses it as the return range. So instead of writing column F, you're writing whatever column is called unit cost. Move the column doesn't matter. This formula finds it by name, not by position. It's the closest thing Excel has to a self-healing lookup, and you don't need index match for it anymore. If this saved you some time today, please subscribe. I have new videos released every week, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.